What's up? It's Blake. I've got the new Nintendo 3DS here, released in the US today, Sunday, March 27th, 2011. What I'm going to be doing for this video is an unboxing of the 3DS. We're going to look at what's inside, look at some of the features, compare it to the older DS Lite that I have, and we're going to do a bit of a hands-on, and then at the end of the video I'll just do some discussion about mobile gaming. Before I get too far into this video though, I do want to do a disclaimer. I did not purchase any 3DS specific games when I got this system today. There were a couple that I thought looked interesting, the Tom Clancy and the Sims games, but in the end I decided against it. I'm holding out for a couple titles that are coming out later this year, so I'm just going to mention them. According to Wikipedia, Mario Kart 3DS is supposed to be released sometime. Very excited about that, sometime in 2011. And also two other Mario titles. One that's just being called Super Mario right now, and also a Paper Mario game, so I think those are going to be great, can't wait. Also, Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D is supposed to be coming in June according to Wikipedia, so that's going to be awesome. And also, two Resident Evil games supposed to be coming this year. Resident Evil Revelations sometime in 2011, and also Resident Evil Mercenaries supposedly coming in July 2011, so very excited about those, but I won't be able to show off any of the 3DS specific games for this video. So let's go ahead and open this up. As you can see, I got the Cosmo Black color because I like black, but there's also an Aqua Blue color that was pretty cool. So two color choices right now for, I think, everywhere in the world. What do we have here? Some booklets. And let's see. Right on here we have some sort of, maybe like a charging dock or something. That looks cool. I didn't expect that. The 3DS itself, very sleek. It's got some protective stuff right here. Oops. Not sure how well you can see that. Pretty good. Screen goes all the way back flat, or it's got a bit of a hinge, like it stops there and then you can push it back a little bit more. Let's see what else we have. The charger. Oops. There's that. So looking at this, we have a volume adjustment on the side as well as a SD card slot, which is nice. And actually, oops, it comes with a 2 GB SD card, so that's pretty nice. Looks like a headphone port, status indicator for power and charging, I would guess. Wireless switch on the side here. When you open it up, kind of an analog joystick here. Joystick type device plus directional pad, ABXY buttons, power. These buttons at the bottom here are select, home, and start, and they're not touch sensitive. They look like they could be, but when you press them there is a bit of a click to them. So there's a camera up here. I'm not sure what these are on the back here. They look like cameras, but we'll see. And on the side here, this little slider that is right here, that is for the 3D capabilities. If it's at the bottom, it's set to off, and as you go up, the 3D capabilities increase. I was playing with the demo a little bit at the store, and it looks like the depth just increases as the amount goes up. So that's that. Now I'll do some comparisons with the older DS Lite model. First of all, side by side, very similar size. In fact, it looks pretty much the same height, width, It's very, 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 if not exact, it's very, very similar. When you open them up, you can tell on the new one, I hope you can tell, the screen's much larger. As for the packaging, you already saw a box for the old model, and I do have a box for the DS Lite here too. Whoops. So quite a bit bigger the box for the new model is. Here is the charger for the DS Lite and charger for the new model. The 3DS, very similar, and it looks like it is a different connector, so you would not be able to interchange these. The featured food for this video, one word: Samoas. Okay, I set this thing up, and I'm at the home screen now, and I'm just going to take you guys through and show you what's on there. I tried to set it up as best I could so you could see it, but I'm not sure if any of the stuff, especially on the top screen, will look distorted, but here goes. So it's set up with some tiles like down here, and the first one is just health and safety information. If I go over, this is where if you had a game cartridge in here, it would show up right here. Then the Nintendo 3DS camera, I'm going to go into there because I did take a picture of myself. And on the back, those two items near the top on the back, those are cameras, I figured out. So, and I think there are two cameras so that it can accurately judge the 3D-ness of the photo. I'm going to go to View Photos. And that's one of me. It's 3D. It's actually pretty cool when you look at it, and you're going to want to take pictures of your family and friends and your pets and stuff. So only one picture right now, but again, kind of gimmicky, but something you're going to want to play with. To close, you're just going to press home and close. Okay. And then the next one over is Nintendo 3DS Sound. I'm not sure what that is. I'm assuming for playing music. Mii Maker. I did make a Mii for myself. Go into here. What it does is it uses the camera up here and it takes a picture of you, and it guesses based on the picture at features from your face mostly. You get to pick a skin tone, eye color, hair, and it tries to guess at the rest. So I'll show you what mine comes up as. Yep, that's probably hard to see. There. So it didn't do too bad of a job, but I think if I wanted to use them, I would change them a little bit. So, but it's still neat that it has that ability to do that. So I'm going to do home, close. Next one over, Mii Plaza. That's, I guess, kind of like the Wii version where you can go in and see and share Miis of your friends and family. AR games, I haven't used that, but looks fun, I guess. Face Raiders, same thing. I'm guessing that's some sort of a game, but it's like these little flying things with your face on it. Activity log. Download and play for downloadable content, I'm assuming. And system settings. So for the rest of this video, I'm going to talk about mobile gaming. It's going to be just kind of my viewpoint, but I think it's relevant since Nintendo just came out with this 3DS to talk about where it's at, where it's going, and who's going to be involved. Right now, Nintendo and Sony, they're kind of been the traditional mobile gaming, the big players, and they're seeing a lot of competition from smartphones. And I'm not just talking about iPhones and iPads, but Android stuff and others too. So what does Nintendo have to do to stay relevant? I think there are a couple hurdles that they have, probably more than a couple. Number one is going to be they have to convince people to not only buy but also carry a second gaming device with them. Also, I think it's important that they have franchises such as Mario and Zelda and other ones so that they can keep and not offer on platforms like iOS and Android, and that way people will be enticed to buy their consoles. In addition to having the right games, I think that the games themselves need to offer more and better gameplay, because you're going to be paying, $30, $40 sometimes for a title from Nintendo or Sony to play on their mobile devices, versus paying just a couple dollars usually for something that you can play on your smartphone. They need to have something that's going to make you want to spend that extra money to play that game. And another thing is accessibility. If you want to get a game for the Nintendo 3DS, what do? You have to go to the store or order it online. Bottom line is you're going to be waiting to play it. If you get something on your smartphone, you pay for it, you download it, you start playing it right away. So that's another thing that hopefully down the road Nintendo and Sony can realize, that people don't want to have to wait for these games, and they want to download it, even if it is going to be a larger download, I think. I've said to my friends before that all my mobile gaming lately has been on my phone and my iPad. I honestly haven't touched a DS before today since probably at least a couple of years. So it's good that obviously Nintendo is still coming out with new products and they're innovating with this 3D feature. Will it work? I don't know. I think only time will tell. It might not be fair to say, but today when I went to get it at Best Buy, I went in there about maybe 3 hours or so after they opened. Again, today's the first day that they offered this 3DS. Nobody was at the 3DS demo station. I walked right up and I was able to touch it and play with it and use it. Nobody else was looking at the 3DS hardware or accessories or games that I could see. And there was still plenty in stock of both colors, so I didn't have to worry about if I wanted the black or the aqua blue. So I think the main difference is probably that if you're buying a smartphone or a tablet, you're an adult, most likely. And if you're going to be buying Nintendo 3DS, who has Nintendo's target audience been for, especially with their mobile products, for a long time? It's been kids and teenagers. So it's kind of a fundamental problem that I think Nintendo will have to overcome. So in summary, this 3DS it's very exciting. I definitely will use it, and I can't wait to see. Hopefully they have some games that are coming out for the rest of the year that I'm going to want to play and that other people are going to want to play. So we'll see how it pans out. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys rate, comment, and subscribe.